sharp, high-powered chainsaws and axes to be crowned Australia's champion of champions.
And the winner here today not only takes home $20,000, a nice little pay purse, but also goes on to represent Australia at the Champions Trophy World Championships, which is held in Sweden on the 25th of May.
Now, we've, of course, got 3 out of the 4 record holders, which is pretty incredible stuff, and it shows the caliber of athletes that you're going to see today.
Yeah, throughout today, we're going to show you some videos of the guys winning overseas. We've got the world individual champion, Lawrence O'Toole. We've got the team world champions, the Chopperoos, and we've got the rookie under-25 champion, Dan Gurr, as well.
Alrighty, that's enough from us. So it's time to bring out the athletes.
Well, first, we're just going to play a little video, actually, just to show if you missed the start of the qualification, just see what the Champions Trophy is all about.
All right, check out the screens.
Play how the Champions Trophy works video.
The best timber sports athletes are here to take on the grueling 4-discipline event in a test of stamina and strength.
Yeah, leading into the stock saw event, the most important thing to me is getting that saw in position, getting my feet in position, hands on that log and over the line. Then I'm just trying to breathe. Once the gun goes, I'm straight up onto the log looking for my line that I've got drawn on there, and then going through the log, you're really listening intently to that motor as to not bog it down or not let it scream too much, because if you're bogging it down, you're too heavy, and if it's screaming, you're too light. So it's that perfect mix that you got to try and find. I'm trying not to stay tense in my hands, try and keep my hands nice and light, and trying to really breathe, because sometimes you've held your breath and that leads into the underhand that you're a little bit fatigued before you even get there.
Running across to the underhand, I'm looking at the axe, and I know that once I get on the underhand, I've got to stay loose and make sure those first 4 hits, they make the rest of the log. I'll be looking to go 9 hits in the front, and then opening it strong in the back and going for the 8 hit blows in the back and a nice easy come off. The more drivers you put in, the more energy you're using up, and then it starts with a good flow.
Yeah, so when you come off the underhand and over into the single buck, that's really when your body starts to fatigue. You know, you start to hurt a little bit, your arms get tired, get heavy. So you've really got to focus on your technique. You know, try and run the saw really smoothly, because if you have a jag up, that takes a lot out of you, and it's really hard to get going again. You know, so it's important to saw that off as smooth as you can and save as much energy as you can going into the standing block to finish off strong.
As you run over the standing block, you're sort of just looking at your axe. It actually hurts even to grab your axe, because your arms are that tired and your body's that tired from doing the other disciplines. And I just try and think of getting my first 4 hits in the right spot, moving that big chip and then trying to move along. It's probably like nothing else you do in wood chopping, because you do so many disciplines going into it. Sort of every muscle in your body's aching and tired, and you're hurting and you're out of breath. And you've got to find a little bit extra in your body to dig deep. You just want to stop because you're just hurting so much, but yeah, your drive just keeps you going to win.
Alrighty, it's that time where we bring our athletes onto stage. So please, Geelong and all the greater suburbs, we want to get you to get around these guys. First up, let's make some noise. He's won all the awards there is to win. Brad Tolosa from New South Wales, and of course from Tasmania.
And we got Brad Tolosa.
Where is old Brad Tolosa? There he is.
There he is.
Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. He's won everything there is to win.
Alrighty, and up next, the big man from Tasmania. He's got the most magnificent mullet you'll ever see, Cody Steers.
Alrighty, you've seen him on the videos here. He's an absolute superstar of the sport from Queensland. Make some noise for Jimmy Head.
Absolute legend on the stock saw for the Chopperoos. Up next, the legend himself at 53. He's still giving these young guys a real good going. It's Matt Gurr.
All right, fairly relatively new to the sport, but looking to have a really big impact today from New South Wales. Make some noise for Chris Owen.
And he saw a bit of him in the episode there we're playing that goes out on 7 May. He is your reigning rookie under-25 champion. Give it up for Dan Gurr.
Alrighty, here's the lone wolf out in WA, but he knows how to cut and chop. Make some noise for the superstar himself, Mr. Brent Ruiz.
He's on debut here today from Queensland. He's been chopping around the country, and he's going to make an impact on STIHL Timbersports. It's Jake Dingle.
Alrighty, of course, he is the guy that has qualified first. He's got personality to match. The big, hitting, bustling Victorian. Make some noise for Glenn Gilliam.
This man has won on the world stage in the trophy format. From Victoria, it is Braden the Woodpecker Meyer.
Alrighty, this man is our current champion, currently the best in the world. So please give a big round of applause for Lawrence O'Toole.
And if anyone loves this trophy format, it is this next guy. He is your reigning two-time Australian Champions Trophy winner. Looking to put the three-peat here in on home soil. It is Mitch Argent from Queensland.
Alrighty, keep those round of applause going. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your STIHL Timbersports Champions Trophy athletes.
Just hold them up.
Alright, we'll just wait while we get a couple of snaps and video of our athletes, and then we're going to fire up Competition League. Very exciting stuff.
All right, it looks like we are just about done. All right, we get the athletes off stage, and the first two will start, and we'll get this competition underway.
All right, very exciting stuff. We're going to see the best of the best now. So 3 have been eliminated. We are down to 12. Who's going to take out the Australian Champions Trophy? We're going to find out very soon. Oh, great song. Alrighty, so let's give a big round of applause for our heat number 1 from New South Wales, Brad Tolosa, and from Tasmania, Cody Steers.
All right, so we see there, we had the time trial earlier on that if you weren't here at 11 o'clock, you may have missed that, but we had 15 athletes start off, and we're now down to 12. So they've gone through, the top 4 were seeded through automatically into quarterfinal. They get that little bit of extra break, which we know is very much needed in this format.
Now, it's an all-Victorian affair in those top 4. There's 3 out of the 4 Victorians, so really good to see the local talent coming through on the local stage.
Yeah, Victorians are the best choppers, I believe, or 3 of the best choppers in the country, as you can see by that time trial.
Yep, in the
It's a
world.
very competitive state. These guys have chopped across the state. Oh, it looks like we are about ready to rock and roll.
Over to Steve Lorenz for our official heat number 1.
Athletes ready? Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they both hit the wood nice and evenly. It's very close. You could not pick a winner. I'd say Tolosa is going to have the cookie drop first. He does. Oh, but they're very close.
But he took a little bit of extra time to get his safety gear off. Cody really got that out through his mullet and onto the ground.
It is very close here. They're going swing for swing, blow for blow. It's Steers that turns first. Tolosa's probably put a little bit more work in the backside. Sorry, the front side going through to the back there, Lee.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like Brad's got a bigger front side. but Cody is through. Brad not far behind.
This is really
and now
close.
This is going to be a real battle on the single buck. Both
Oh,
of these
hang-ups.
are absolute monsters when it comes to the single buck.
Cody Steers has had a hang up there. That's cost him a little bit of time, but he's still very much in it, neck and neck. These guys going through it. I actually say he's probably leading going through the middle section here. It is really hard to pick a winner. I'd say Steers is probably slightly in front.
Oh, it drops together.
The wood has dropped together. It's all going to come down to the standing block. Who has got it in them to take it through? Is it Tolosa? Is it Steers?
I don't know. They both dropped that cookie at 56 seconds.
Oh,
so
they're
gonna
turned
be
as
fast
well.
times.
Oh, this is so close. Who's gonna put more walk on the front side? And they're gonna look to put the drivers in. The times are good. Here it goes. We're gonna look into the last few. Oh, it's Steers. It's taken it out.
Steers just takes it out by one hit there. You can just see Brad try to put the drives in early and try to force that off. But Steers has made a big upset here at STIHL Timbersports.
Wow.
The 3-time Champions Trophy World Champion Brad Tolosa has been eliminated.
Gonski. Alrighty. Wow. That was really close. As you said, he put those drivers in probably maybe one hit too early, and it just cost him. You got to go for broke sometimes. Over to Steve Lorenz for the official decision.
Both cuts were good.
Oh, there it is. Heat number 1 is in the book, and Cody Steers has made it through. We're going to have a big chat with him there. Mate, it's not a bad effort there. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, pretty stoked actually. Beating Brad in anything's pretty hard, so to beat him in this event, that obviously he's gone to the World Championships quite a few times, so to get over him, I'm pretty happy.
Now, I'm not sure if you could tell because obviously you're concentrating, but everyone obviously watching out here and of course in the commentary box, we're watching it. You guys were literally discipline to discipline. You were neck and neck on each one. It all came down to that standing block and who had just that little bit more in them, and it was you today.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I had much left in me, but I could tell we were neck and neck all the way, and a little bit of trouble getting that single buck started. That sort of cost me a little bit, but was lucky enough that that standing block popped off when it did, and it's a very relieving feeling.
All right, the good thing, leave him there. I think he needs to get his breath back. He's got another round to go for. We'll see if we can grab a chat with him before the next one.
Cody Steers, ladies and gentlemen.
Great work there by Cody. See if we can get the replay up on the screen there and just see how close that first heat was.
He even had a little bit of a hang up there, as he sort of mentioned, on the single buck, but still managed to get through. Here we can see here, they literally just, look, it's going swing for swing. Brad goes for the drivers a little bit early, went for the win. And then you can see here, it looks like the last few.
I think Tolosa just needed to do another round of ups. He went for the big drive.
Yeah,
he knew that Cody's got the power on him.
And you can see Brad's block is starting to shake, but it just doesn't quite get it.
That would have been, I reckon we'd have had to go back to an instant replay on that if it had just got it off. Just that near side wood there was just hanging on, which is either just one more up hit on the front side, or maybe he could have got another round of up hits just to really get that corner open.
Wow, so what a fantastic second round of competition in our heat number 1. Doesn't get any more exciting than that when you see like one of the best in the world gets knocked out by the superstar Tasmanian.
That just shows the pedigree of the guys here in Australia. We've got 5, 6, 7 guys that could easily finish in the top 10 at the World Championship.
Yep.
Let alone here on the Australian qualifier.
Exciting stuff. Alrighty, so what do we got coming up, Lee? What can we expect to see in this next round of competition?
Next heat, we've got Jamie Head from Queensland up against Matt Gurr. So in this one, when you look at the times that they posted earlier on, you've got Jamie Head 131, Matt Gurr 149. So the record book would say that this one's going to be Jamie Head, but we know Matt Gurr just gets, like a fine wine, just gets better and better.
100%. Now, one thing to note there, Cody Steers posted the second fastest time of the day. So that's what you need to do to knock out the superstars and get yourself through the next round of competition.
That's right. I reckon we're going to see close times to the Australian record, 69 seconds. I don't think we'll get close to that World Championship, the world record, sorry, which is set over in Europe on wood that is a lot softer than the wood that we have here.
100%. Okay, well, I'm excited to see it. Looks like the guys are ready to go, so we're going to welcome the athletes to the stage. So can everyone please give a big round of applause for our heat number 2 competitors from Queensland, Jimmy Head, and from Tasmania, Matt Gurr. Alrighty, exciting stuff, heat 2. They're both going to need to put in some big times here.
They definitely are. You know, when you come down to cardio, you think Matt Gurr's got the cardio over Jamie. He's a champion tree fella, 16 world titles doing the 3-board tree that you'll see at Sydney show. So he can chop for well over 2 minutes, no problems.
Now, just confirming for everyone that's watching here, this is, of course, the elimination. So this is no times done. So even if Brad posted a faster time than these guys,
30 seconds.
That's irrelevant.
That's right. The times don't matter. It's knockout. It's man against man. 4 blocks of wood. Smash them to pieces faster than the guy next to you, and you're through to the next round.
Done and run. Okay, looks like they've got 30 seconds just to get things into place. Very exciting stuff.
Touch ball, mate. Inch. You can go a whisker if you want. Yeah. Cool. Good there.
So for those that weren't with us for the time trial, the guys set their axes in the logs at the front there. They put a bit of viscotine on there, which just keeps the axe lubricated as it makes that first hit. They then go back, set their single buck saws in. They get a small starting cut, rest the saw up there, and then get ready for the stock
Warm up your saw.
Alrighty, here we go.
Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber.
Head on one, go on
3,
two.
2, 1, go.
And they get to the wood at exactly the same time. Both very, very good with the MS661 steel chainsaw.
Yeah,
oh, very
two
close.
very different techniques there. Jamie with the bar up, Matt with the bar down. Unproven which is the fastest.
Yep. It looks like Jimmy's got to the wood first there. Going to look to put in a lot of work in the front side. And then, of course, spin onto the back, put those drivers in, and get himself over to the single buck. Matt go a little bit behind there, but he's nice. He's very much on his toes there, Lee.
Yeah, he's just behind him there. A little bit of a mess of that front side. Normally they like to have a nice, smooth run in there with that. May have actually caught a bit of a knot there that he might have had to cut around.
Yeah, okay, so Matty Gurr with a little bit of work. Jimmy Head is now onto the single buck. And there he goes, Matt Gurr. A little bit of work to do. He's going to catch up there on the single buck. Nice, long, fluid strokes. No hang-up so far for Jimmy Head. It's going to look to put him in good time. He's going to look to put a solid time on the board, but at times don't matter.
That's right. So Jimmy here now, I think he can just take his foot off the pedal. You know, if he wants to make it through to the final, he's got to do 2 more runs after this.
Yep.
So he's just going to take this nice and easy, cut this block here, and just hope that Matt doesn't catch him up.
And of course, make sure no DQs. That's really, really important stuff. You get the good cuts there. So the Queenslander, nice methodical strokes. Here comes Matty Gurr. He's working through it. They're putting the big rest. Let's give him a big round of applause here, guys. Let's get behind the guys in this heat number 2, putting on a fantastic display of wood chopping and sawing.
So yeah, as we said, Jamie just taking it nice and easy, getting his breath back. He's got about 15 minutes before he'll be back up on the stage.
There he goes.
It's important that they take as much rest as they can.
All right, let's get behind Matty Gurr as he finishes off here. Fantastic competitor once again. The Tasmanian, a true legend of the sport. Absolute superstar, of course, in the spring waters, we know. Yeah, look at this last shot there. There it is. Give a round of applause.
Great job by Matty Gurr. Give a round of applause.
All right, we'll get athletes to the front of the stage and hand it over to Steve Lorenz for the official decision.
Both cuts were good.
All right, nice work. I might grab Jimmy Head up the front here, have a quick chat. Nice solid cut there, mate. Looks like you had that one in control, so you look like you took the foot off the cast just a little bit to conserve a bit of energy.
Yeah, that's right. Got to cut another one soon, so that was my plan the whole time. I was just going to watch Matthew and see where he was and try and stay 5 to 10 seconds ahead of him.
Nice one, mate. Congratulations. Well done through the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Head from Queensland, everybody.
Official time 1:33. So that won't be anywhere near a PB for Jimmy there, but safely through to the next round.
And as you sort of said, he's conserving energy nicely there, which is quite important. I think we might have a few giveaways in between this one. Is that right, Lee?
Yeah, we need people to start liking STIHL Timbersports Australia on Instagram and STIHL Timbersports or on Facebook as well. Come down the front, show us that you've liked STIHL Timbersports on either of the social channels, and we'll give you a few people, a couple of stubby holders I think we've got.
It's pretty cool. Alrighty, so we've got this giveaway. So if you're on your phone, you just all you got to do is like the STIHL Timbersports page on Facebook and on Instagram as well, are we?
Yeah, the first 2 people to come down will get these lovely cookies. Race, get your phone out, Reg, get your phone out. Who's got one? We got one here.
Cheapest. One there.
You have a stubby holder.
Yeah, surely the cushion's better than the stubby holder.
Want the cookie. Everyone wants the cookies.
They're cushions.
There we go. Show us your phone. Get them out, Gaz. Come on.
Sorry, mate. All right, just show us that you've liked the page on your phone. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, top fan. Oh, sorry. There we go. Nice one. I'm not sure if signatures from the guys is what we're after, but 10%. I got a black screen there, Mum. You panicked on me. There we go. Nice one. Beautiful young lady there. All right, just got to show us on your phone if you've liked the page. Yep, we'll give you a present. There we go. All right, there's one for you, one for you. Yeah. Yeah, one for you in the middle. Nice. Oh, good catch, sir. Good catch, sir. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have piffed it in his head. There's a black screen there, bud. I can't see what that is. There we go. Yep, one for you. Yep, one for you. Nice work. All righty. Didn't have any budget in there for promo stuff, Lee, or one for you, mate. There we go. Nice work. Nice work. All right. Maybe if Renee or someone wants to come give us a hand, that'd be great. There we go. Thanks, guys. Jeepers. Yep. Oh yeah. Thanks, Palo. Not just a superstar DJ. Yeah, there's one for you at the back. Nice. Oh yeah, if they've got their phones and they've liked the page. Yep. Nice work, guys. You got to show us the thing there, mate. Oh, that's all right. I've got a laser arm on me. No. Well, the ones we were throwing out are the cushion ones, so the safe as houses. All right, I think that might do us now, Lee. It looks like we're ready to rock and roll for this next heat. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get our next round underway, which is very, very exciting. So we'd like to welcome to the stage, give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We've got from New South Wales, Chris Owen, and from Tasmania, Dingle. Give him a big round of applause, please.
This is going to be a close matchup here. These two, some great times in the qualifier. So Chris Owen, 132. Dingle 139. Now we've seen Dingle before go down to 135, so he's going to have to set a PB here if he's going to overcome Chris Owen, but we know he's another year wiser after that experience at the Rookie World Championships, and he's going to be hot on Chris's tail. When you match these two up, you look at their stock soar times. You know, you're looking at Dangle's PB 12.53, Chris Owen 12.46.
Nothing in it.
Nothing in it. You come over to the standing block. You got Dangle's about 4 seconds faster on his standing block. Chris is a little bit faster on the single buck, and then the underhand chop. Chris Owen is a little bit faster on record in that discipline as well. So this is going to be a real tight close-up, just like that first heat we saw where Cody Steers took out Brad Tolosa.
All right, so they're just getting the last bits and pieces underway, which is very exciting. Huge crowd in, Lee. Huge crowd in. All right, looks like we're getting ready to get underway. Hand it over to our judge, Neil Richardson.
Warm up your saw. Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it's Gurr that gets to the wood first, but it's very, very close. Whose cookie's going to drop first? It's Owen. Oh, it was very close there. Hard to pick a winner.
Just look at the speed of Dingle. He's going to get 2 hits in to the one of Chris's, but he's got to work fast here.
Yep.
On paper, we know that Chris Owen is a little bit faster in the axe disciplines.
Yep. So it's Gurr that turns first here. Got a slight advantage. Axe got caught a little bit there. Shouldn't hold him up too much. But Owen is making up ground here. It's going to be really, really tight. Dan really needs that 2-second buffer so he can get on to the course at the single buck with a little bit of time up his sleeve. Owen's coming through here nice and quickly.
Oh, we would have liked to get that through that a little bit quicker. Dingle had the nightmare that any timber sports athletes get is when you're going to put 4 or 5 drivers in instead of the 1 or 2 that you were hoping for.
But he still is ahead here, but Chris Owen is making up ground. It's nice and close here. I'd say Gurr's still got a slight lead. A little bit of work to do for Owen. It's going to be really, really close. It's going to come down to the standing block. Who's going to take it out?
Yeah, Owen's got that lovely technique going through. And it's all going to come down to the standing block. This is going to be a real tight finish again.
We're going to see on the front side how many puts are they going to put in and who is going to turn first. Make some noise for them, please, everybody. Let's get behind. It's Gurr that turns first. Lee, who's going to take it out?
Dingle's turned first, and you can see he has got the cardio here a little bit, I think, on Chris. He's opened up that chip nicely. And he's going to be looking to take that out. What, a couple more up hits just to make sure. But Chris Owen's log is rocking.
Close. It's close.
Takes it. Classic matchup there.
Power versus precision, Lee.
That took a lot out of the 2 guys. You know, that was one of the closest heats we have seen. And it all came down to a couple of blows in the back there.
I'm exhausted just watching that. That was so close. Swing for swing, both sides. I really feel like Dan's changeover speed was the difference. Really, really important. We're going to hand it over to Steve Lorenz for the official decision.
Both cuts were good.
We'll let Dan get his breath back, get his axes together, and then we'll have a little chat with him when he's down here.
All right, Lee, that was very exciting. That was probably the most exciting heat, I'd say, of the day so far. Would you agree?
Yeah, it definitely was there. Two up-and-coming stars in STIHL Timbersports going head-to-head, blow for blow on every single discipline there. I think Dan Gurr, amazing there. You know, I don't think you could have asked for much more. We saw Chris in the qualifier, probably single buck sword a little bit better, and maybe that could have brought him home if it had brought that form through.
Really, really interesting to watch, and I'm really looking forward to having a chat with Dan just about where his headspace was at regarding like, you know, getting through the disciplines one for one. Very cool. So we'll have a chat with Dan down the front here. All right, let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The young Tasmanian, fantastic work. Now Lee's been a bit nice and letting you get your breath back up for that one. Really great to watch you there. I felt the difference was how quickly you were in the transition. So you were able to really get through there quite quickly and get a few seconds there.
Yeah, it's something I've concentrated on a bit is, you know, not wasting any time with the earmuffs or anything and using my agility, I guess, to get between the disciplines as quick as I can and not waste any time.
Now, you obviously knew it was close going into the standing block. Did you feel like you had the advantage going into the standing block, or you knew it was close?
Yeah, I knew it was close. I could feel that Chris was only, you know, just behind me. So I just kept pushing and hoped for the best. And yeah, I was lucky. Panicked a bit at the finish and had a little miss hit, but yeah, luckily Chris didn't come off and mine did.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause, young superstar of the sport, the Tasmanian. Make some noise for Dingle. As I was sort of talking to you about there, and it was good that he did mention it, his agility between the disciplines, he's absolutely lightning. Once he gets off one, he's like a cat.
Yeah, that's right. He just said it was going off there. He stuffed up that underhand. He didn't think it was going to come off, so it must have been a relief when it did. I think he just probably should have gone again, like we saw in the earlier round. You know, Brad Tolosa needed a couple more hits just to get move a little bit more wood out, so those drivers would go in deeper and get the block off quicker.
Absolutely. Now, coming up, we've got the Queenslander and, of course, the Western Australian. So it's really good to see the STIHL Timbersports Series lead that we've got athletes from all over Australia representing.
Yeah, we've got a good spread of athletes. You know, Brent is the only athlete competing in the series from WA. But Queenslanders, you know, we've got a strong 3 or 4 competitors in Queensland are always in the top bunch. You know, Victorians, who said are some of the best in the world, and a couple of New South Welshmen there that are just
no longer competing actually today.
They've all been knocked out.
Yeah. So Victoria versus New South Wales rivalry. It's off to a good start for the day. But as you said, we do have a Queenslander and the Western Australian in, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see who's going to take it through and fly their flag for their respective states.
So just look at the times from the last round for these two competitors. Brent Ruiz 1:31 and Jake Dingle 1:44. So on paper again, you would say that it's going to be Brent Ruiz, but you never know in STIHL Timbersports. When you're up there, it's all about composure and just doing things right.
Looks like we've got the STIHL Timbersports flags going out there, which is very exciting to see. That'll look good on Channel 7, mate, for the STIHL Timbersports Series League.
They will do, every Saturday, 12:30 on 7, mate.
Ooh, one more time, when was that? Sorry, just for the people listening.
Saturdays, 12:30, 7, mate.
Fantastic. All right, looks like we're ready to nearly rock and roll to get our next athletes onto stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can please give a big round of applause from WA, Brent Ruiz, and from Queensland, Jake Dingle. Oh, this is exciting stuff, Lee. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Jake here on debut this weekend. So he's going to hope to get through to the quarterfinals in his first competition and make a real statement ahead of when we have the Australian Championships in the Gold Coast on the 14th and 15th of September.
Fantastic stuff. It's going to be really, really in this next round to see obviously the guys that have had a bit of a rest, how much of a difference that does make. You know, you get the best times, you get the best conditions.
Yeah, going early on in the heats means you get that little bit of extra break.
Yep, bit of rest.
It's like when you go out and you go for a run. You go for a 10-minute run, and then you got to go for another one.
Yep.
10 minutes later.
Absolutely.
And then another one.
Lucky.
And then another one.
Lucky everyone's not prime athletes like we are. Elite, I believe the word is that people use. But fantastic stuff. And of course, just a reminder, guys, we've got our food vendors. We've got a bar out the back as well. So if you want to grab some drinks, you can bring them through. Get yourself, it's a beautiful day for STIHL Timbersports. So grab yourself a drink. And of course, we got the kids' rides as well for the littlies in between competitions. All thanks to STIHL Timbersports. Amazing. Of course, a big shout out to our sponsors as well, Lee. We've got the 11 Workwear, Kennard's Hire, QMS, Channel 7, mate, and of course STIHL Timbersports and Kennard's Hire putting on a lot of the infrastructure today. Looks like we're ready to go. Over to the judges.
Warm up your saw. Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, and it's Ruiz that gets to the wood first. Probably got a slight advantage there, but Dingle's come through.
Yeah, you just heard there Ruiz's saw bogged down a bit, a little bit too much pressure, but they're going to hit the wood at the same time with the underhand.
That was almost cut for cut, swing for swing. Very, very close here as they go into the underhand chop. Looking to put a lot of work in that front side. It's Ruiz that turns first, really measuring that approach there, Lee.
Yeah, Ruiz is round first. Two very different techniques. You can see Brent with the big sloping hits, and then Jake with the quick hits.
It's all going to be really important here as they get to the single buck. You don't want any hang-ups. You want those long strokes. Really good start by Ruiz, but here comes Dingle. Oh, as I say that, he has to hang up. Commentator's curse strikes again, working through the middle section.
Yeah, the single buck isn't one of Jake Dingle's preferred events. You know, coming into Timbersports, he's mainly been chopping, so he's going to struggle a little bit on here. And Brent has really been putting in the hard yards in the training ground.
A few more hang-ups there, which are going to cost Dingle. He's really got to finish it through. Let's get behind him, guys. Make some noise for Dingle on 2 so he can catch up here. But it is Brent Ruiz in complete control. But here comes Dingle on stand 2. Ruiz on 1, turning first.
He's going into overdrive here, Jake Dingle. This might not all be over. He's going to hopefully put in a couple of hits and turn around. Has he got what it takes to try and drive this off?
Oh, he's coming from behind. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, but it is Brent Ruiz.
He was so close there. If that had come off once before, I think Brent took the foot off the gas, thought he had it won, and Jake came back with an amazing Standing block there. Wow, that was close.
Probably, I think the time probably is even a bit flattering. I think it was actually probably a bit under 2 seconds, so even closer. So very, very good start. But you know, Brent Ruiz, as we sort of spoke about, conserving energy. It felt like he was comfortable through, so made the call to sort of put the 1 wood away and just go to the irons.
Yeah, that's right. He did definitely take a little bit off there, and he got lucky in the end. I think Jake came back like a man possessed and nearly snuck that one.
All right, we're going to hand it over to the judges for this next heat decision. Over to you, please, Steve Lorenz.
Both cuts were good.
Alrighty, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner from this one going through the West Australian Hollywood. It is Brent Ruiz.
Well, what we see from that there, you know, Jake Dingle is coming to the series and he's definitely going to be one for the future. If he gets his soaring going well, he's probably going to need to get himself a new saw. It takes 2 or 3 saws before these guys get comfortable with one for this wood. And so yeah, one for the future, definitely there, Jake Dingle.
All right, really good to see Brent Ruiz. He's had a few good series, but he's made it through nicely. We got Lee Gooch there. If we have a quick chat, over to you, Lee.
Did you take the foot off the gas there, or did you run out of steam?
No, I thought it was a little bit further in front. I think I heard you say that it was luck, but I don't believe in luck. I've done a lot of training prior. I didn't go that great last year, and I knew I had to come over. Definitely took it out of me, but no, look, I've done a lot of work for it and worked on the single saw, and you know, I know what I've got to do, and now go against. I think I've got Mitch in the next round, and he's run it twice, so yeah.
Do you reckon you can take a little bit more time off of that 126?
Yeah, I reckon I can make up some time. I wasn't that quick to the wood in the stock saw. The other hand wasn't too bad, and yeah, I could definitely take off some time in my in the standing block.
Excellent stuff. Go and get some rest. Well done. Through to the next round.
Alrighty, there it is, Lee. So we're now through to our next round of competitions, which is pretty exciting to see. So, from what I can understand here, we're going to have Glenn Gilliam versus Cody Steers. Braden Meyer versus Jimmy Head. Lawrence O'Toole will take on the young Dan Gurr. And then Brent Ruiz, who just made it through then, is going to take on the Queenslander, Mitch Argent.
Yep, so we've got a great round coming up. Just got the deck guys on here at the moment, just clearing up, getting ready. And you can see them up here using all still equipment, still blowers up there on stage, which you can only get from your local still dealers.
Alrighty, so guys, if you've got a flag, give it a bit of a wave. We're of course doing some taping, which will be on Channel 7, mate. Lee has pumped that time a couple of times. So give it a bit of a wave so you can see yourself on TV. Channel 7, mate. 12:30 on Saturdays, was that right, Lee?
12:30 on Saturdays. We might throw out a few of these cookies for people to hold up in the crowd as well.
Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see what my disc action's like. Oh, that was the doosra. All right, let's try disc action. There we go. Oh, can everyone make sure you're looking to so you don't. There we go, and we'll do a low one here. There we go. Oh, there he is. He's just chomped down on it. Might be a bit risky with all the cameras, but we'll give it a go anyway. There we go. Nice work. We got some stubby holders there. All right. Hello. Seats. Maybe do a bit of commentating for a little bit. Too busy making babies. How many do you want? It's the boss's wife, sorry. Alrighty, let's test out my arm. There we go. There's one for you there. Alright, there you go for your lumberjack. Oh, right in the schnoz. Alright, there we go. Right between the eye. Not sure. There you go. One for you, Mum. Oh. I don't know if we've got any seats left. I can give you Paolo's hat. All right, we'll go long. They're a bit safer out of the boxes, aren't they?
So as I mentioned, the deck crew up there using the battery range of STIHL products. STIHL battery blowers there, only available from your local STIHL dealer.
Oh, there we go.
Go online, search STIHL to find yours. There's 600 STIHL dealers nationally, so you're never too far from your local STIHL dealer.
I tried. All right, looks like we're nearly ready to rock and roll for this next heat. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time to get our next heat underway. So can we please welcome to the stage from Tasmania, Cody Steers. And with our fastest time of the day, the big hitting Victorian, make some noise for Gilliam.
Hold your forces. Hold up a minute. Just hold up. Right. No. No.
Sorry, he's English. He doesn't have a very good arm on him, unfortunately. All right, so Lee, the guys are just getting themselves in position. It's a very, very exciting round here. Cody Steers knocking off one of the incredible champions, Brad Tolosa. Gilliam, fastest time of the day. It's going to be hard to pick a winner.
Definitely is. You know, people watching around the world, we're out on, we're streaming on Twitch and we're streaming on Facebook. They're going to be shocked not to see Brad Tolosa in the quarterfinals of the Champions Trophy.
It just shows the quality of athletes in our STIHL Timbersports series.
It certainly does, certainly does. And these two here are going to have to put on one hell of a race. Cody's going to obviously, as you said, be in a bit of a disadvantage here that he's had one more run. But maybe that'll play into his hands that he's warm and he's ready to go.
All right, over to the judges.
Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Safe start there by Glenn. I think Cody was a little bit quicker to the saw, but we'll see how he comes through the wood.
Oh, so close. Oh, two big hitting lumberjacks. Here we go. Victoria versus Tasmania. Gilliam versus Steers. Have a look at them turn together, Lee.
There is neck and neck. A little bit of a step off there from Glenn. It's going to give Cody the advantage as he comes through onto the single back. He's going to be maybe
close.
1 or 2 strokes ahead.
Oh, he's had a bit of a hang up though.
He's got to get that saw going nice and smooth as they go through here.
This is really, really close. I'd say Steers has got a slight advantage, but Gilliam with those short, sharp strokes is looking coming to his own. Steers working nicely. A little bit of a hang up for Gilliam there.
I think Gilliam might drop. No, Cody's dropped the cookie first. How many hits is he going to get on Gilliam? Because we know he can take that block off in not many at all.
Here they come. It's going to be nice and close. Make some noise for him, please, Geelong.
Cody's round, but
they're turning fast.
Well.
This is going to be so close. Did Gilliam put enough in the front, Lee, is what we're going to have to wait and see. Oh, it looks like it's Steers.
Oh, Steers has taken him down, 1:15. We knew we needed something special, and he's just posted the fastest time of the day to take out Gilliam.
Wow, that was fast. You could see the wood just moving a little bit there. You knew he had it. Gilliam came home, but those 2 hits that he gave Steers going into that one, that was all it took.
It was, and that's another great time there by Glenn Gooden. 1:16 consistently. That is unbelievable from those 2 guys up there, and that is going to be, I reckon, the closest one we're going to have today.
Tell you what, it's going to be hard to beat Cody Steers here. He's just knocking off the top contenders, isn't he?
He was the only man not to travel to Sydney show, so maybe he's been putting in the hard yards in STIHL Timbersports to really come home and try and win this Champions Trophy.
All right, we're going to hand it over to the judges for the official decision in this next heat.
Both cuts were good.
There it is. Give him a round of applause. Glenn Gilliam and Cody Steers. Cody Steers has taken this one out. Done and run in the book.
If he's going to make the final, he is going to have to do it the hard way. So if he makes through, he's going to have to go up against Braden Meyer or Jamie Head in this next round. So you've got to take out the best of the best. Cody has got the hardest route to the final.
Yep.
Can he do it?
Well, so far, so good. Okay, so very exciting stuff. We'll have a quick chat with Cody once he comes down, gets his breath back there. Incredible, incredible performance by the Tasmanian. You get to see his mullet flailing in the wind there. It was poetry in motion. Alrighty, we'll grab him down the front there for a quick chat. Alrighty, give him a big round of applause one more time. The Tasmanian, Cody Steers. Cody, that was epic battle to watch. It was nice and close there. It was really but you had the 2 hits on him as he went into the standing block, and it proved to be just enough. Yep, well said.
Yeah, no, that was a very hard race. I could use a few other words. But Glenn's a great competitor, come out and really smashed that qualifier. And when I found out I had to cut against Brad, and then if I got through him, I had Glenn, I was probably a little bit down the dumps, actually.
Probably looking at flights back to Tasmania.
Yeah, probably get one back tonight. But that was a good race. I sort of see where he fell off that underhand, and that kicked me on a little bit. And I was really hurting through that single buck. But I thought if I can, he's a tremendous standing block cutter. So I thought if I get a couple of hits start on him, I put a really big front in, shorten up a bit in the back, and yeah, it paid off, so I'm pretty happy with that, yeah.
The exciting thing, obviously, watching then, going through it was neck and neck. You posted the fastest time of the day. You've got to do it to win it, and you put the fastest time in. How does that make you feel?
Oh, yeah, pretty happy. There's been some great cuts today, and it's a very hot field. I probably didn't start the way I wanted to. I qualified about 9th or something. I want to be a little bit higher than that, so I got that spell. But no, I've done it the tough way so far, so... yeah, we'll see what happens in the next round.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. He's made it through. He's doing it the hard way, but he's doing it well and entertaining. Cody Steers.
I think the hard thing for him is the 3-4 questions you're giving him after every single competition.
Well, the crowd want to know these things, mate. We got it. It's all learning.
He needs to go and get a bit of rest because he's going to be up in not too long. All right, we might get those flags up in the air again, and we'll do a couple more sweeps with the camera. Get yourself on the telly.
So, of course, that will be on 7, mate, 12:30. So give a bit of a wave. Say hi to your mum and dad. The flags look fantastic in the crowd, don't they? Yep, just health and safety at its best up there, 2 young fellas. Alrighty, very exciting stuff. I'm pretty excited for this next, as I've been excited for every heat of competition, but this next one is going to be fantastic because we've got Braden Meyer going up against Jimmy Head, so it's the Queensland-Victorian battle once again.
It is going to be a big battle. We've seen their times so far. Braden Meyer cut a 124. Jimmy Head cut a 131 in the qualification.
Alrighty, looks like we're nearly ready to rock and roll. So let's introduce our next competitors. Please make some noise from Victoria, Braden Meyer, and from Queensland, Jimmy Head. All right, this is pretty exciting to see in terms of who's going to take out this one. Braden Meyer, you'd say, probably the slight favourite, but Jimmy Head with a wealth of experience, incredible Sawyer, and of course Chopper. So, who's going to take out this next heat and make it through to the quarterfinals?
When you look at discipline for discipline, you know, stock saw, these guys are matched. They're two of the fastest on the stock saw that we've got in the country. Then you come forward to the underhand, and you've got to give that to Braden Meyer, reigning world record holder on the underhand chop. So he's going to probably take that one out. Come back to the single buck. That's where Jimmy Head's going to try and make some time up on Braden there. He is one of the best in the world on the single buck. And then standing block is anyone's guess.
And as you said there, Glenn Gilliam, very unlucky. He posted almost an identical time to the fastest time of the day. So he put in fantastic work there, but it wasn't enough. Cody Steers dug deep and put in a PB for the day.
Yeah, it all depends where you come in that time trial to who you get in the next round.
Yep.
So, you know, it's not always great to be number one on the tree in the time trial, because if someone's not had a great performance, you know, they're going to be down there and you're going to face them in the next round.
All right, over to the judges. Let's get this next heat underway.
Warm up your saws. Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they get to the wood first. Neck and neck.
A little bit of a bog down on the saw from Jamie Head. I think Braden's going to get this one off first. And he does, through onto the underhand, which is his pet discipline.
All right, here comes Meyer. He's very quick. They call him the woodpecker because he's able to get his swings very, very fast. Look at all that work in the front side as he goes onto the back there, Lee.
Yeah, but Jamie's made up some good time. That's a really nice cut from him. Probably made up a little bit of about one cut behind, I reckon.
Alrighty, so it is Meyer that gets onto the single buck first. He needs to get that fluid motion going. He's probably got about 3 strokes ahead of Jimmy. But Jimmy Head is a former Australian champion with a single buck. We know he's going to come home strong here, Lee.
Yeah, Braden's technique on the single buck of late hasn't been the best. So Jimmy is really going to be trying to get these strokes going and motor through that middle part of the log.
Okay, it is Meyer that's going to get to the fast. This is where he excels. He is a chopper through and through. He's going to look at the wood chips flying over the stage there. Big, big, powerful strokes.
Yeah, looks like Jimmy's had a bit of a struggle on that single buck, and it's really taken it out of him. So I think this one is done and dusted for Braden.
He's going to want to put the drivers in. Still post a good time to get to that form going into the final one. There's chips flying. It looks like he's going to get this one done. Last one there. And Braden Meyer takes it out. Give him a round of applause. Great work there by the Victorian. All right, Jimmy Head still finishing off. A bit unlucky there on the single buck. He's blowing a little bit hard there. It's a very, very physically enduring event, Lee.
Yeah, that's right. You know, this isn't Jimmy's favourite type of format. He's not an endurance cutter. He likes to take each discipline one by one, and he'll sure be back in Queensland when we got at the Gold Coast for the National Championships in 14th and 15th.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. Let's get behind him here as they finish off. Jimmy Head and, of course, Braden Meyer. Nice work there. Oh, probably just snuck under there. Great work. All right, we're going to get the athletes, once they're ready, to the front of the stage, and we'll hand it over to the judges. But it looks like unofficially that Braden Meyer has made it through this round.
And we know who he's got up next. He's going to have to go against the man who is on absolute fire at the moment, Cody Steers, who's taken down 2 of the big guns already. And if he's going to get through to that final, he's going to have to take down another one in Braden Meyer.
Fantastic stuff. Alrighty, we're just going to get the judges just to make sure that everything is... They're just looking at it appears to be just on the time to make sure that was under 2 minutes.
I think they're just looking to see if there was maybe a jump gun. So they're just checking back to make sure that Braden didn't jump the gun. May have to go to the GoPros if we can't see from there, but we will find out from the judges shortly.
All right, over to Steve Lorenz for the official decision. Ooh, this could be a bit more nerve-wracking than we thought.
Sorry. DQ on 2, good cut on 1.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. Might try and find out from
All right, we're going to have a chat with our winner and through to the quarterfinals, Braden Meyer. Firstly, congratulations on getting married the other month, mate. Obviously, you were pretty comfortable there, and you felt like you were all right, so you could probably take the foot off the pedal a little bit, get a bit more in the tank.
Yeah, I had a word with Jim before we went up, and he reckons he was pretty buggered, so I thought I'll go hard early and get a lead, and then just save some energy for the next one.
How are you feeling? You feeling pretty comfortable going into the next round of competition? Cody Sears has looked good, but you know you've got a lot faster time in you than that.
Yeah, it's a funny one. The first one's always hard, and from now on I seem to get better. So hopefully that's the case and we get to the final.
Mate, we're really looking forward to seeing you. Ladies and gentlemen, superstar Braden Meyer. All right, I'm pretty excited for this next heat. I've said that for everyone. I sound like a broken record. But, of course, we've got Mitch Argent and then our world champion, Lawrence O'Toole, coming up very, very soon. Yeah, we're going to give away a few more flags, and we've got a few cookies to give away as well. Might just try and hunt up those cookies so I can give away to some happy patrons. I haven't got one yet. Hang on. Okay, cool. Apparently they're giving the cookies away, so we'll keep giving them out as we go.
Might just play a little video. We've been mentioning the Chopperoos, the reigning team world champions. So we'll get a video up just to see how they did that in Liverpool, England last November.
Ladies and gentlemen, the USA against Australia. It's going to be an epic battle here as we get into stock saw action. And it looks like it is a slight advantage, ever so slight advantage for Australia as Braden Meyer starts to work that wood. Slingerland, though, steps off his log, and that's going to be a big problem for the timing of the USA. Meanwhile, we got Brad Tolosa over on that single bucket. We know he's strong there. Oh my goodness, Jason Lenz has got some serious work to do if he wants to catch up to Tolosa, the master himself at it. And now, Glenn Gilliam with that monster axe of his. We might need to name that thing something freakish. Matt Kogar doing his best, but it's not going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present the new world champions, Team Australia.
For me, I just watched Jimmy pick that saw up, just run a sweet cut. He's just cut solid all night, and then it switched over to Braden. He's just had a brilliant pattern all night.
We prepared really well. We didn't have a training run that went over a minute, so we were pretty confident coming in.
We're supporting Movember this year, so we're just trying to stop men dying too young. So that's our motto this year, and hope we can save a few blokes along the year and grow these mows.
As a few people to thank, Still Australia have really supported us. You know, this started a few weeks back. We've had our minds on the job and really stuck to our guns and put in a great performance. So to get the gold medal and the world record here tonight's unbelievable.
Great little video there showing the win at the World Championships. So it looks like we are nearly ready here. Looks like we're nearly ready here to go with this one.
All righty, it looks like we're nearly ready to get this next heat underway. Are we right there, Lee? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause and fire things up from Victoria, Lawrence O'Toole, and from Tasmania, Dingle.
Two of our world champions going head to head. Dingle, the rookie world champion. Lawrence O'Toole, the individual world champion.
Yep.
So, two different leagues, and now they're brought together.
Very exciting stuff. It's the Lawrence O'Toole, obviously, there's the superstar, the veteran, Dingle, up and coming. You never know what's going to happen in competition time.
You never know. You know, Dan's got to dig deep here and just try and stay with Lawrence. and just hope that the wood gods are on his side.
And you always have to hope that Lawrence will make a mistake, but you know, someone as good as he is doesn't often make mistakes.
No, that's what Lawrence's game is all about. Is about consistency, doing things right, and he knows that he'll get the result if he does that.
Alrighty, they're just getting themselves set up for this next round. So this is our final, of course, heat before we go into the semi-finals. All right, they're just getting themselves positioned. So it's O'Toole on 1 and Gurr on 2.
Warm up your saws. Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it's Gurr that gets to the wood first, but O'Toole catching up quite quickly. Who's going to get the cookie dropping first? Oh, it's Gurr that goes slightly ahead here. The young gun taking it to the world champion, but here comes the big bustling Victorian. Young Dan, both big, powerful left-handing strokes. O'Toole turns first. Now here comes Gurr. It's very, very close. O'Toole on 1, Gurr on 2. All right, who's going to... It's Lawrence that gets it first, but Gurr isn't far behind him. Okay, it's O'Toole now working through the single block there, Lee.
Yeah, Lawrence has got a bit of a lead here. Dan's going to have to work real hard or he's going to catch up on him here. Always a bit of a struggle when you're getting that saw from that position down on the ground. You've got to rock it back, get it up and moving, and unfortunately Dan just struggled a little bit there to get it rolling.
Oh, a little bit of a hang up there for Lawrence. Won't cost him too much. Now he's going into the standing block. Going to put in a big time here and rocket himself into the next round of competition. Lawrence O'Toole, the big left-hander, and of course Gurr on 2 with a lot of work to do if he's any chance to make up. Lawrence is getting his breath back here. He feels he's got his fun. Now Gurr on to the standing block. Let's get around him, please, guys. Let's make some noise for our 2 athletes here. Very, very physically enduring. Gurr putting in a bit of work on the front side. And Lawrence O'Toole takes it out comfortably. 129.53. But times, as we know, are irrelevant here. Nice work. Dan Gurr looking to finish off. He's had a really good day. Going on to the backside now. Going to put in a few hits and, of course, and then set up his drivers to finish off the competition. Fantastic work by the young Tasmanian, of course. He is our rookie champion coming through. Last hits there. There he goes. Nice work there. Dan Gurr.
Great work there. Lawrence O'Toole safely through after we've got the judge's decision. And he is going to be going up in the next round against either Brent Ruiz or Mitch Argent. Athletes to the front of the stage, and we'll get the official decision.
Both cuts were good.
Both cuts are good. Lawrence, have a quick chat there. I'll come to you, you're the world champ. Safely through to the next round. Feeling good today?
Yeah, no, it's always good to make it through to the next round, you know, so I'm feeling happy, you know, hopefully I can make the final this year.
Got much left in the tank after that one?
It's always a tough race, you know. I struggle like everyone else, but you just got to bear with it and do your best.
Axes all cutting good?
Yeah, really good. So my axes, I'll probably change it up the next round and go to my good one, but in the underhand, but no, it's definitely good there.
Excellent stuff. Well done. Through to the next round. Lawrence O'Toole, your world champion in the traditional 6-discipline format of STIHL Timbersports. So you may have heard Lawrence talk about there he's going to change up his axes. These guys travel to competitions all around the country and all around the world with about 6 to 8 different axes, all at different weights, slightly size heads and slightly different grinds that they've got. So as they're going throughout the day, they're going to see how they're cutting in the wood, because none of them would have cut this wood before they got here this morning. So they're going to just make sure they get the right equipment, get it all ready, and bring out their best equipment into the final rounds. With the single buck saws, they'll probably have 2 saws that they'll be using throughout the competition. These saws are hand-filed by only a few people around the world, so they cost about $2,500 to $3,000 just to get the actual saw itself, and then you're going to be paying for one of these master filers to file them up. So none of these guys will be using their best saws until they get into those final rounds, because you only get 5, 6, 7 cuts from the saw before you've got to send it back off to Canada or over to New Zealand to get that sharpened up again, because it's real high performance equipment that they're using, and has a bit of a price tag to it as well. Axes, they're costing in the range of around about $350 to $400 just for the axe head, but then you've got to be getting someone again to file that axe up and get it ready for competition. And these guys at home, they've got upwards of 100, kind of 200 axes. So, you know, there's really a lot of money invested in this, and it's a big part of their lives, so everyone that's up there. A big thank you to our sponsors and our partners that are helping us put this on today. Obviously, the whole competition, the whole STIHL Timbersports series is brought to you by STIHL, the #1 brand of chainsaws in the world, and voted #1 for quality garden power tools too. Make sure you visit your local STIHL dealer for your next garden power tool, chainsaws, blowers, grass trimmers, hedge trimmers. Your local STIHL dealer's got everything, and they've got the advice and the know-how to make sure you get the right product for your garden. Also, 11 Workwear, the official workwear partner of the series, and the Chopperoos, kitting out all the deck crew up there that are working hard, getting the logs set up. They've been a great partner with us for about the last 3 years. Kennard's Hire, helping us out with all the hire arrangements. Kennard's, make your job easy. Any of your hire needs over the next few years.
Got a few wood chips in your hair there, mate. Awesome aggressive dandruff.
And of course, we're a proud major partner of the Movember Foundation.
Absolutely.
And April is Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. So the guys at Movember are making big strides in finding cures for cancer. And so please, guys, make sure next time you're in the shower, you do have a little check, because if you find something, please go and visit your doctor, because it could be a matter of life and death.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Now, it looks like we're pretty much ready to go for our next and our final heats before we fire into the semi-finals, Lee, which is pretty exciting. So I think we might get the guys up on stage in about a minute's time, just while we get the deck nice and cleared up, and then we're going to fire things up. Of course, we've got the Queenslander fighting it out against the Western Australian Brent Ruiz, and of course, Mitch Argent.
Yeah, on paper, you'd say, you know, Mitch has had that extra bit of break against Brent, but that paper got ripped up in the event with Glenn Gilliam against Cody Steers.
Alrighty, let's give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, from Western Australia, Brent Ruiz on stand 2, and on stand 1 from Queensland, Mitch Argent.
So Argent, 2-time winner of the Australian Champions Trophy. Currently ranked 3rd in the world in this format. Brent Ruiz.
Now, the thing is, Lee, especially with Mitch Argent, if you're neck and neck with him when it comes to the standing block in the finals discipline, it's going to be very, very hard to catch him.
You've got to be praying that he's going to do something wrong, but he doesn't.
No, he basically hits the star button on Mario Kart, and he just shoots off. It's hard to catch.
Yeah, just got to watch. You know, sometimes the only thing is with when they're racing this format is they try and get to the backside.
It's a bit too quick.
Bit too quick. You know, 1 or 2 more in the front side can save you 4, 5, or 6 in the backside sometimes.
Yep. And I guess that's the beauty of competition in terms of just going for broke. Sometimes we've seen Mitch Argent do it in the past, where he's put the drivers in after incredible 3-4 hits, and he's laying the drivers in.
Yeah, if you need a result and you need someone to pull out the bag, Mitch Argent on the standing block is one of the guys.
Warm up your saw.
On speed dial.
All right, over to the judges.
Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they get to the wood at exactly the same time.
That's right. Mitch has never been the greatest on the stock saw, but he's got one off there, and he's ahead onto that underhand.
Oh, look at them clutting. They're swing for swing here. Slight hang up there with the axe getting caught, but not too detrimental. Look at the wood chips flying, and they turn exactly together there, Lee.
Yeah, nice big slab come off the front of Mitch, just showing that pure power that he puts in.
Look at them go. They're actually going swing for swing here. Who's going to break it first?
Looks
it
like
is
Brent
Ruiz. Oh, this is exciting stuff. Argent with a little bit of trouble there. This could be another upset. If Ruiz can work through, he's off to a good start, of course, with the single buck.
Yeah, he's really been practicing on the single buck, and he's got a lovely, nice rhythm. He knows he needs to be ahead of Mitch Argent when he gets to that standing block. Mitch just struggled a little bit on that underhand, and he's going to have to dig deep to get that single going.
And here comes Ruiz. How many hits ahead of him can he get? He's looking really good here, the West Australian. Can he pull one out of the bag? Another upset of the day. Here comes Argent. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but he's going to put this in hard now.
Oh, this is going to be really, really tough for Argent. But if anyone can come from behind, it's the big Queenslander. Who's going to take it out, Geelong? Let's get behind him. Oh, it's going to be close.
Ruiz has done it.
He has done it.
He has knocked out the reigning champion. We are going to have to go to the judge's decision to make sure all is okay. But that is a great cut by the big man from WA.
It just looked like on the underhand, the underhand chop that Argent had a few issues there.
Yeah, the one thing we were going to look at there was if Brent Ruiz's log pulled away. So you see when the judge, Steve Lorenz, went up there, he pulled the log back to make sure that every single strand of wood was cut. And it looks like that chip just dropped down, and he is okay.
We'll have to wait and see. All right, athletes to the front of the stage, and we'll hand it over to Steve Lorenz for the official decision. Could this be one of the biggest upsets of the day?
Both cuts were good.
Yes,
Both
it is.
Cuts are good. Brent Ruiz moving on, doing it the hard way as well with that extra round, which we said, sometimes it's great to get the rest, but sometimes it's good to get straight into the flow again.
Alrighty, so we'll let the guys get their breath back a little bit, collect their swords, and then I'll have a quick chat with them at the front. A very, very happy West Australian Brent Ruiz. He's put a lot of work in, so he's deserved that one, Lee.
Yeah, he says he doesn't go anywhere unless he thinks he's going to win it. So he's here, and he's putting his marker down, and he wants to win this competition.
Alrighty, give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent Ruiz. Mate, you put the work in and you got the reward. Must be happy.
Yeah, no, I'm wrapped with that. Obviously, Mitch, he's won it twice now, and he's a hard man to beat, and so I'm wrapped with that. But thanks for all the family and friends that have there they are, that have come down today. It's good to have the support coming over from WA. So yeah, thank you very much, and stick around, and hopefully I see you all at the end.
Mate, you were fantastic in the competitions there. Each discipline looked like you were getting better and better. Each heat you've gotten better and better. You must be excited for the finals now that you know that you can win it.
Yeah, that's it. Look, I've really put some work. I've been up at some other guys, the Williams house, training for the last 7 days. Just getting used to the wood. It's I chop Jarrah in Western Australia, so Poplar's a lot softer, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Mate, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. Brent Ruiz is through to the finals. Good job, Brady. Well done. Alrighty, very exciting stuff. We're going to give away a few more things just in a few minutes' time. We might get the live draw coming up so we know who we got coming up next.
We know that they're best friends.
Stand to your
off the
timber.
stage.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ignore that. They're just doing a little bit of a test. We want to make sure everything's ready and rocking. Epic crowd in here down in the Geelong foreshore. Ready to see a big semi-final of STIHL Timbersport action. This, of course, is the 2019 Australian Champions Trophy.
What's your knowledge of the local surrounds? How many other suburbs other than Geelong do you know, Gaz?
All of them.
If anyone's from Geelong, give us a yeah.
Everyone local? Everyone from Geelong, put your hands up. Who's actually from Geelong? If you're from outside of Geelong, put your hands up. Oh, look at that. Half.
Anyone here
Half.
from Queensland?
Yes.
Everyone from Queensland, he's come a long way. That's why he's
paddle
in his
boat down.
shorts.
Anyone from WA? Anyone from WA here? Oh, just the one. Just by yourself. Just drove over on the red eye.
Anyone from New South Wales out there?
Couple of New South Welshmen. Good
We've
to
got
see.
a lot of people from inside of Victoria here then.
Greater Victoria.
Anyone from Melbourne?
Woo! All right, looks like these guys are nearly ready to go. Let's hand it over to the judges and let's get this first semi-final underway.
Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it steers it slightly, gets to the wood first, but Meyer looks like he's curled up on him nice and quickly there, Lee.
Yeah, that's right, but Braden's just dropped that quickly. That's the race over. Get that axe into the wood.
Oh, here they go. It's the Victorian and the Tasmanian, both very, very fast strokes. Braden Meyer is a specialist on the underhand chop, Lee.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if those early rounds have paid dividends or paid a toll on Cody. But he's looking fast and he's got that off at the same time.
You could not split them. This is very, very close here. STIHL Timbersports. Let's make some noise for him. Let's get behind him. Who's going to take it out?
It's neck and neck. You can't call this one.
More of a downward stroke on Sears. A slight hang up there by Meyer. But he's probably still slightly leading, but you cannot pick a winner. Oh, the hang-up's going to cost him there.
Oh, Cody's over. How many hits is he going to get on this? He's only going to
Here
get
comes Meyer.
2 hits. Braden is going to have to pull something out of the bag here.
He's going to have to dig deep. Can the Victorian make it up, or is Cody Steers going to take another one off his list? It's Steers that doesn't turn first. It is Meyer. How many hits did he put in the front? It's going to come down to this. The last few hits. Who's going to take it out? It's Steers. It's Meyer.
We are going to have to go back to the replay there. Cody just shortening up that last hit.
I have no
idea. He nearly had it off.
I have no idea who won. Who thinks Steers won that one? Who thinks Meyer won that one? Oh, there is a Victorian crowd in, so I'm not sure how much it has to do with it. Lee, who do you think won that?
I'm not sure. Just saw Cody really shorten up on that last swing. He knew he nearly had it off. He tried to get it one before and had it done and dusted. But it's just, did he get the axe back into the wood fast enough? We're going to have to go to our video judge, Scott.
Alrighty, this is where Scotty Bennett, our official referee, of course, judge, referee, video on the video. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Our official judge on the refereeing there is going to see. He's, of course, looking all things digital to see. Because it's going to go into the millimetres, isn't it, Lee? Okay, we're going to hand it over to the judges to make sure that both cuts are good. Alrighty, and now we wait. Do you have like good waiting music, Pella? Okay, lots of conferring. What's going on up there, Lee? You've probably got a bit of a view than we do. Lee, you want to give us a bit of insight there, mate? Oh, looks like we're ready to go. Over to Steve Lorenz for the official decision.
The winner is Cody Steers.
Oh, there it is.
He has made it through there. He has won that. Wow. Cody Steers is doing things the hard way today. Gilliam in the first round.
Fastest time, looks like again.
Sorry, Brad Tolosa.
Yep.
Three-time world champion of this format. Then he took down Gilliam, who set the personal best in that time trial. And now he's taken down Braden Meyer, who's won this also at the World
Stage. Cody Steers. Mate, you're doing it tough today, but you're doing it very entertaining. Like, give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Steers. Oh, that was exciting. How was it up there for you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I really struggled in that single buck. I was looking to find something. To be honest, I probably feel a little bit better at the minute than I did in the last round. I don't know, the wood's coming out a little bit softer, so we're cutting a bit quicker time, so it's a fraction easier, but it's still pretty hard.
Now, it looked like a terrible rendition, but it looked like on that last stroke, it looked like you had it. Sorry, the second last stroke, you had it, but it didn't quite go, so you had to give it the short arm.
It's a bit of a gamble, that one. I went for the half a hit. Sometimes it doesn't pay off because it won't come. You got to go back for a full hit and then you're gone. So if I had went for a full swing there, I assume Braden would have beat me. So I'm thankful that half a hit paid off, and I'm pretty happy it didn't need too many more because I didn't have too many more hits left in me.
Mate, congratulations. Cody Steers is through to your Australian Championship final. We're going to see him very, very soon. Wow, that was exciting competition. Well, it looks like we were all wrong because we thought that Meyer had won that one, but it was actually Steersley that actually took it out.
I think it was just a bit of Victorian bias against the Tasmanian.
Yep. That's not like us. All right, so we got coming up in our second semi. If it's half as exciting as that, it's going to be amazing. It's two more left-handers. So we've got, of course, Lawrence O'Toole and Brent Ruiz coming up. So another Victorian. Can another Victorian be taken out by Western Australian? We're going to have to wait and find out.
Yeah, the interstaters aren't just letting them take up their hometown advantage here today, are they? They are really giving them a going over. So this could be interesting to see. Well,
as I said, Cody Steers is just one by one assassinating the Victorians. He's taken out Gilliam. He's now taken, he's now taken out Meyer. If O'Toole makes it through, could it be 3 out of 3? But that's a long way away because you've still got a very, very exciting second semi with O'Toole and Ruiz.
That's right, and I mentioned earlier on, Cody Steers didn't compete over at Sydney show where all the other athletes were. Brent Ruiz also didn't compete over there because they were focusing purely on the Champions Trophy, and it's looking like that's paying off.
Okay, all right. Well, only a few minutes' time until we get this final semi-final underway, and then we jump straight into our finals. I believe we're going to do our third and fourth small final first, and then our championship final will be last. All right, we might have a replay of that one as well. So if we got that replay, it would be really good to see on the screen how close it was, of course, with the guys there going with those final two swings. I think what really cost Meyer in that last one was just his single buck. He just had multiple hang-ups, so it just kept costing him. He came home really, really strong, of course, in the standing block, but it just wasn't enough. Here we go. You can see here, if you turn your attention to the screens here, there it is. Oh, there's nothing separating it. Can we get a rewind on that? Can we watch that one more time? Interesting stuff. Alrighty, we're just clearing out the deck. And then we're going to get this final semi-final underway. There it is one more time. Steers just taking it out. The Tasmanian. And there we can see the road to the final. So Steers has just basically just been taking out Victorians one after another. Alrighty, we're down to our final minute before we get the guys up onto stage. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get our final semi-final underway. So I need you to make as much noise as you've made today as you welcome to the stage from Western Australia, Brent Ruiz, and from Victoria, Lawrence O'Toole. Alrighty, so we've got O'Toole on stand one, Ruiz on two, the two bustling left-handers. This is going to be fast. This is going to be action-packed. And she said...
"30 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Yep.
Alrighty, the tension mounts, Lee. This is exciting, exciting stuff.
That was probably the closest, or definitely the closest we've ever had. And I reckon we're going to have another close one here right now.
Warm up your saws. Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it's O'Toole that gets to the wood first. Ruiz closely on his hammer. Oh.
Drop at the same time, but Ruiz has got the gear off and is on to the underhand.
Nice, powerful strokes here. Both lumbering left-handers. Ruiz is a man on a mission. O'Toole has got the results on the bank. O'Toole slightly turns just ahead of Ruiz, slightly in front here, but the big, powerful strokes. Who's going to come first here? It's going to be hard to see.
A couple of big chips just flew out there from Brent, and we got another neck-and-neck one here. Ruiz has got that saw up nice and quickly, but we know Lawrence's style is nice and long and he's going to catch him up.
You can see the wood chips working through there beautifully. This is so close. It's hard to pick. Let's make some noise for him. Come on, Geelong. Let's get behind him. Who is going to take it out? Oh, it's going to be close. It's Lawrence that gets to the wood first, but he's only probably got the one hit ahead of him, Lee.
Yeah, that's right. Just one hit. Can Brent bring it back? He's got to suck in deep now to get that oxygen into the lungs.
And it's O'Toole that turns first. Has he put enough work in the front side? We're going to see, because here comes the West Australian Reeves. It's O'Toole. It's Reeves. Who's going to take it out?
Stick there with a bit of wood.
Oh, it's going to slow it down. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, who's going to take it? Oh, it's O'Toole.
Just one hit in it there. What an effort by Brent Ruiz. But you've got to be on your A game if you're going to beat Lawrence O'Toole.
Alrighty, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Unofficially, Lawrence O'Toole has made it through. Time's a little bit slower than I would have thought. These guys will have to pick it up for the final, which you know they will, Lee.
Yeah, the logs in each of the heats are matched, so they've been cut from a tree and the ones next to each other, so you can't really tell too much by the times in the semi-finals. It's only going to be when they're up head-to-head that you know you've got two matched pieces of wood.
Alrighty, we're going to hand it over to our judge, Steve Lorenz, to give us the official decision in this one. Over to you, please, Steve.
Winner is Lawrence O'Toole.
There it is. Give a big round of applause for Brent Reeves all the way from Western Australia. Incredible effort by Hollywood. All right, we'll have a chat to Lawrence once he has finished with that one. Very, very good round. Very exciting final now. So we're looking at, it's going to be Cody Steers and, of course, Lawrence O'Toole. But that means that Brent Reeves and Braden Meyer will be competing for third and fourth position.
Yeah, that's right. So we're going to have the small final up first. So we've got to crown the three that are going to go on the podium. So Brent Reeves against Braden Meyer in that third place playoff. We're going to have, after we have a little chat with Lawrence, we're going to have about a little 10-minute break just to get everything set up, and then we're going to be back for the finals.
Give a round of applause one more time, ladies and gentlemen, Brent Reeves.
Brent, have a quick chat. Did you do better than you thought today, or do you think you were going to go through and win that?
No, I did as good as I thought. The first couple of rounds were a little bit stiff, but I always knew it was going to be like that for me. As the day went on, I knew I was going to get a little bit better. But I think Lawrence puts a lot of time into this, and I always knew he was going to be the person to beat here today. So, look, I hate losing, but if I was going to lose, I don't mind losing to Lawrence.
Excellent stuff. Well, you got the small final. Hopefully you can get up on that podium and get third place. Well done, mate. Lawrence, nice work through into the final. Have you got much in the tank left for that race up against Cody, who's on fire?
I hope so, because Cody's crashing it out there. You know, everything he's doing beautiful, and I was under the pump there against Brent. He's a really good athlete, so I knew he'd be fit, and you know, I probably didn't do what I should have done in my own game and worried about him a little bit there, but hopefully I'll go a little bit better again in the final.
Looked like you single bucked nicely there. You were slightly behind him, but you caught him up there. Is that where that was won?
Yeah, I mean, the single buck, you want to do it nice and smooth, and you know, if you have a couple of hang-ups, or pressure's really on you then. So I knew I was behind, but I just kept stroking away, hoping that I could beat him to that standing block. But when he hit that standing block, I thought I was in a little bit of trouble, because it opened up really terrible for me and had to put an extra round, a lot more hits in it. But thankfully Brent sort of must have had the match the wood, which was good. And yeah.
Excellent stuff. Go and have a break. A little bit of a break there, and back for the main final.
Lawrence O'Toole, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. He's made it through to another final. All right, so Steers and O'Toole will be going through to our championship final, and Meyer and Ruiz will be competing it out for that coveted third bronze position. So we'll be back here in a few minutes' time, guys, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon. All right, Lee, so we've got Meyer on 1, Ruiz on 2. What are your thoughts on this first final?
It's going to be anyone's. You saw in that last round how close they were to nearly making it into the final. You know, there's a little bit more money up for grabs for 3rd place and 4th, so they're going to be going full
Stand
whack.
to your timber.
And of course,
3, 2, 1, go!
They're going to be wanting to get up on the podium with the medals as well.
Alrighty, so 2 finals to go. Very, very exciting stuff. I'm pumped for this one. I'm pumped for the main final. It's been a fantastic day of STIHL Timbersports action down here at the Geelong foreshore.
Can we get a reset on the clock, please?
All right, the guys just cutting their lines, ready to rock and roll. It's the Victorian on 1 and the West Australian on 2. I'll get another one. Just wait 1 sec. I'll give you one of the ones that's going here. So 1 each. Alrighty, looks like we're going to head over to the judges.
Warm up your saw. Athletes ready?
Stand
Kneel.
to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so we just had a bit of false start with the saws there, so we'll just get them checked on. Might even swap them over, and we'll fire the final back up. So just 1 second there while we get things going. Bit of controversy in the finals.
Just put it down.
Okay. We'll get our chainsaw expert to come out, have a look at it, maybe switch them over. Lee, you're up on stage there. What's going on there, just for a little bit of expert commentary?
Just going to have another check of the saws. They've been sitting up there resting for just a little bit while we had that extended break. So just going to check them over, make sure we get a fair race on this one. Both had a little bit of issue, so we're just going to try and make sure they're all okay up there.
Nice and warm. We need the saws. I assume is that important? A little bit of a false start, but alas, we will get well underway and ready to rock and roll for this first final in a couple of minutes' time. So just hang tight, guys. We'll get the things fired up very soon. All right, you can hear the saws firing up out the back there, which means we are very, very close to getting things fired up once again. All right, just getting the last little bits in place here. Two. Alrighty, the chainsaws are back on stage. The MS661s. Lee, how are we looking at the front there?
Yeah, all good there. Just as we said before, you know, we had a bit of an extended break there for the competition. Usually the guys start the saws in the warm start position. They needed to be in the cold start position, which is the second position they've got on these saws. And the guys weren't aware of that, so we got to restart there.
All right,
warm up your saws. Athletes ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they hit the wood neck and neck. Oh, the wood chips fly off exactly the same. It is Ruiz on 2 and Meyer on 1.
Who's going to make it up onto that podium in the third spot here today?
It's Meyer that turns first, it looks like, Lee.
Yeah, Meyer's round first, but you expect that on the underhand, being the reigning world record holder on that discipline.
Oh, but it is Ruiz that slightly gets the finish, but they're going to hit the single buck at the same time. They are literally going saw for saw. Make some noise for them, everybody. Come on, let's get behind these guys.
Great pick up of the saws by both the guys there. Got them running smoothly, nice and quick.
This is synchronized soaring if I've ever seen it. Oh, a slight hang up there for Meyer. It's going to cost him. You know he's really... Oh, but he's still managed to get their wood through first, and they're coming through to it now. Here we go. Who is going to take it out, Lee? It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Looks like Braden Meyer's just got a slight lead there as he comes round onto the backside. Can Brent pull something out of the bag here? He's been doing it all day.
He's going to have to dig deep. He's going to have to dig deep. Who's going to take it? Can the Victorian do it? Or is it the the Western Australian? It's Braden Meyer.
Great cut there by Braden. I think he might have just taken the fastest time of the day there. They were 2 quick cuts.
1:14.84, unofficially the fastest time of the day, as you've just touched on. He probably would have hoped he had that on the last one, unfortunately, but, you know, it's good to finish off nice and strong.
Yeah, finished off very strong there. Braden's done well there, get third place. He can now go off on his honeymoon, not have to worry about going over to Sweden just 4 days after that was planning to end.
Extended honeymoon, mate.
I think his wife, she'll be happy, definitely.
Okay, nice work. Okay, we're going to hand it over to the judges. Get athletes to the front of the stage. Over to Steve Lorenz.
The winner is Braden.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our third place and fourth place of the day is Brent Ruiz. Give him a big round of applause, please, everybody.
Great work. These guys are the pinnacle of the sport, and they put on a great show of championship cutting there.
All right, we're going to have a quick change over now, and then we're going to fire it up into our final. Lee, I might get you to grab Braden for a quick chat there to talk about his third place victory in the STIHL Timbersports Championships, of course, the Australian Championship Trophy, 2019, third place. All right, Braze, I'll have a quick chat with you there, mate. Mate, congratulations. Third place finish. Not exactly what you're after, but still a very good result. Fastest time of the day.
Yeah, no, I was pretty happy with that. Better than last year. I got 4th, so one step closer and it's one step closer to getting back to the top. But it's a hard race, that. Don't care what anyone says. And just happy to be in the hometown and put up a good performance.
Now, it was a really good race. I actually thought you probably could have taken another second or two on the single buck there. Had slight hang-ups at the end.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of work with my single buck with a mate from America, Matt Slingerland, and just been working on a few things and it's paid off. But then last 2 races I sort of went back to my old style and didn't work out as well. But hey, third place is better than not being in the final.
So you're on the podium. Great to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the champions of the sport, Victorian Braden Meyer. Alrighty, so Lee, that brings it down to 2, and then there were 2.
There were 2. So these 2 guys, they haven't competed on the world stage in the trophy format yet. So we're going to have a fresh Australian going over there. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be your individual format 6 discipline champion, world champion Lawrence O'Toole, or is it going to be Cody Steers, the man who's been on absolute fire all day today?
Absolutely, and he's been absolutely assassinating Victorians. He's come through. He took out Glenn Gilliam and then took out Braden Meyer, so took out 2 of the Victorians. This could be his 3rd in a row.
Could be. He's going to be hoping that. You know, he's done 1 extra round than Lawrence, so he's going to be a little bit more wary. But, you know, Cody is a young guy. He wants this win. He got close in 2017, coming 2nd in Tasmania, And he's felt defeat before, and he's going to want to taste the victory.
Now, it's going to be interesting in terms of, you touched on a point there, which is a really interesting one for everyone watching here and obviously, of course, watching through the live streams, etc. Having done that extra round, how much a toll is that going to take on his body? He's going to have that lactic acid building up in the forearms, in the shoulders, in the delts, and, of course, through the lats and stuff. Is that going to take a toll when it comes to this final round? Lawrence O'Toole is a seasoned veteran. We know he's one of the fittest guys in the series, not just in Australia, but around the world. How much is that extra round of competition going to take a toll? We're going to have to wait and find out.
Yeah, you're going to wait and find out. But, you know, in his head, he's going to be thinking, my lungs are burning, my arms are burning, but then his heart's going to take over and he's going to want that win. And you know what can happen when that adrenaline's pumping through the body? You can be a superhero and bring it home.
And the thing is to note is that Cody's actually been posting faster times. So Cody actually has been passing faster times than Lawrence. Cody's got the confidence up. Like, he's got that belief now. He's taken out Gilliam. He's taken out Tolosa. He feels like he can beat anyone today.
Yeah, he's going to be up there. He's going to be on cloud 9 at the moment, you know, getting all the way to the final. I don't think he actually thought he had much of a chance to make it past Tolosa, and he's just been riding that cloud all the way into the final.
Can he do it for one more ride? We'll have to wait and find out. We're only a few minutes away, though, which is very exciting.
Yeah, a few minutes away. Deck guys done a great job up there. Give them a round of applause, everyone. These guys have been changing out the logs.
The unsung heroes.
From BRD Events, they've been doing a great job today. We're actually running ahead of schedule, which is great, so I'm going to buy them a few extra beers tonight.
That's a first time ever in STIHL Timbersports history, which is good to know.
They'll hold me to the beers. They're just shouting over.
And the bar is still open, so we've got the bar at the wharf sheds, we've got the bar at the back there, we've got the VIP one going as well, so grab yourselves a drink.
The bar's going to be staying open right after through the ceremony. Food trucks are pumping. We've got the kids' rides out the back. We've got merch shop just sitting here on the left-hand side. Get your Timbersports merchandise. And, of course, if you're in the market for some garden power tools, the #1 quality in the market, head down to your local STIHL dealer. They are the experts. Big thank you also to 11 Workwear, the official workwear partner of the Chopperoos and the STIHL Timbersports Australian Series.
Nice work there. He one that got the carved Geelong sculpture.
Nice. And, of course, Kennard's Hire. Make your job easy. Official hire partner of the series.
Alrighty, so we've got it all set up. We've got the athletes on the side of the stage. We're only moments away from crowning our 2019 Australian Champions Trophy winner. Is it going to be Cody Steers from Tasmania, or will it be the man that's been running hot for the last 12 months and champion in the STIHL Timbersports Series, the Victorian Lawrence O'Toole?
I don't think there's ever been someone that's won the individual world championship, been in the team world championship winning team, and won the world champions trophy. So Lawrence, if he makes it through here and gets over to Sweden, could be setting another record in his great career.
Could be making history. The weather gods have been kind to us. It's been a little bit overcast, but alas, it hasn't rained. So thank you, Geelong foreshore, for holding out.
Have you enjoyed the competition so far, everyone in Geelong? Do you want us to come back here next year?
Hey.
All right, we'll see what we can do. It's been a great crowd. We really thank you for coming out. Stick around for the final. Great if you can stick around to the ceremony to congratulate one of these two warriors over here that are about to get going.
The deck is looking nice and clear, so we'll just wait till our judges give it the official thumbs up, and we'll welcome our athletes onto stage and get this final underway.
Front of that block.
Deck crew just making the final adjustments there, making sure those blocks are on there securely. Commentators curse on the weather. Winds just changed direction.
That's right. There's only one to go. Hold off on us. Alrighty, now of course we've got the Victorian and we've got the Tasmanian. Who wants to see the Tasmanian Cody Steers take it out? And who wants to see the Victorian Lawrence O'Toole take it out? Okay, bit of hometown support as expected, but if we went down to Tassie, I'm sure it'd be the opposite. Looks like we're ready to go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to get as loud as you can because it's time to timber. Welcoming to the stage, Lawrence O'Toole and Cody Steers. Here we go. Alrighty, Lee, I'm pretty excited here.
I'm pretty excited. We don't know who is going to win this. Looking at the times so far today, Cody has been posting slightly faster times than Lawrence, but you know Lawrence has had a bit of an easier run in, so he's maybe saved a little bit more in the tank, ready to come out all guns a-blazing here in the final.
Alrighty, it's all going to be so important. Of course, with the MS661, of course, in the stock saw, they've been fairly even all day. I don't think there's been too much really been separating that. It really seems to have come down quite closely to the single buck. The single buck seems to be where that differential in time has really come to fruition.
Yeah, the single buck there, and a few guys have tried to shorten up on the front side of these logs, and then ended up putting a few extra drivers in on the backside for the underhand and standing block, but. This one here, two great single back sawyers, two great underhand choppers, and two amazing standing block cutters. So it is anyone's guess.
You just know that it's going to be close going to that standing block. I just can't see anyone really having that big a lead going into it. They're both very good competitors. They're both champions in their own right. Alrighty. Looks like we're going to hand it over to the judges and get this final underway.
Athletes ready. Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it looks like it's Steers that slightly gets the wood first.
Cat-like reactions from both the guys there. This is going to be even.
Oh, it's close. Who's going to hit that first wood in? It looks like Steers gets a slight one, but look at that. Look at the wood flying off the stage here. Big, powerful strokes. They both turn together there, Lee.
But that mullet of Cody Steers is in motion, and he is flying through the backside of that block. Who's going to get off first? It's Lawrence O'Toole, just one hit ahead.
Now it's all going to come down to you don't want any hang-ups. Nice long strokes by both athletes. Probably a longer stroke, of course, by O'Toole. Steers with those short, sharp jabs.
Yeah, Cody's been putting a lot of work into his single buck, and he's going to hope to get a bit of an advantage here, but it's neck and neck. I think Lawrence might just come through.
Oh, he's going to get a hit ahead of him, but here comes Steers.
He's got one hit on Steers. Can he make it up?
It's going to be close. Who's going to flip to the backside first? It looks like O'Toole's a stroke up. It's all going to come down to this. Make some noise for him, everybody. Come on. Let's finish off. Who's going to be our Australian champion? It's Lawrence O'Toole.
Wow, and that was a good fast time there by Cody Steers as well. Two fastest times of the day, but the world champ has done it.
Bang, that was fast. One unofficial time, 107.25. Times don't mean anything, though.
If that's official, that is also a new Australian record.
Give him a round of applause.
New Australian record. We check the times back, check that there's no DQs, and the world champ is heading into the Champions Trophy final in Sweden to see if he can get the two prestigious championships in the series.
Sorry, just so we know, what is the current Australian record? I know I'm putting you on the spot there.
69 seconds. 69 seconds.
So 109. 109.
109.
109, yeah.
I think we're playing the championship tune a little bit early.
Hey, give a big round of applause to Paolo, who's been doing the music all day. Doing a great job. All right, we're going to hand it over to the judges for the decision. Over to you, Steve Lorenz.
The winner is Lawrence O'Toole.
Now we can play the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 champion. Give a round of applause, Lawrence O'Toole. And mate, it looks like it could be an Australian record as well. How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, mate, I'm wrapped. So I didn't really come here to break records. I came here to try and win. So this makes me extremely happy. I've worked really hard. Started back in January for this event and focused on it. So it's great to come out with the win.
Now talk me through each discipline. You were really, really quick. Every discipline you seem to be really fast. The transitions were quick. Everything went right for you in that final.
That's it, mate. To win these events, you got to do everything right. Credit to Cody. He had to cut through to the repechage round and cut one extra race than me. So I thought I'd have a little bit of advantage there. And the wood was extremely soft in the final. So I just had to, heads down, bum up and go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, give a round of applause. We're going to have our ceremony for every time. Lawrence O'Toole, once again, champion. All right, we're gonna have our ceremony very, very soon. So hang around, guys, while we do crown our first, second, and third. Of course, our Australian champion, Lawrence O'Toole, taking it out of the end. But hang around, we're gonna crown the guys very soon. Yeah, and check out the replay. We're gonna, of course, show that on the big screen.
Amazing competitors. You come up in the audio. So from Queensland, Jimmy Head. Give him a round of applause.
Also
Mitch
from...
Argent. 3 Queenslanders sticking together. And Jake Dingle. Chris Owen. The legend, Matty Gurr. Dingle, rookie world champion. See him on 7 Mate again next week. The end of that episode you saw at the halftime break. Dale Ryan, come on up. Everyone up. Dale Ryan, Jack Argent, his first pro competition. He'll be back again in Gold Coast. Blake Meyer, Glenn Gilliam, Brent Ruiz. And then we'll bring up Brad Tolosa there. Give them a round of applause. These guys had a great competition today. And then we'll bring up the 3 on the podium. So in 3rd place, nearly as local as you can get, I think, to here, from Broadford, Victoria, Braden Meyer. Just unlucky to get cut out in that semi-final. Take a step up onto the podium there, and Renee will come in, give you your medal.
On your Renee.
Bronze one, not the silver.
3 to 3. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Braden Meyer.
So Braden, 3rd place, not what we were looking for. Do you think you could have done anything different today to get on the podium next year?
Oh, sort of a bit better, but I'm happy with that. I've had a bit of an interrupted preparation with my wedding and Sydney show, so I've had a pretty good start of the year. So look forward to the honeymoon now and see where it goes from there.
Okay, you're looking forward to coming back we're going to Gold Coast for the Australian Championships. You've come 2nd a couple of times and you won it in the first year we had it. Is that the next target on your list?
Yeah, I just got a hot sore in customs at the minute, so I'm trying to get that out and hopefully, in Gold Coast we'll be trying to get the win, but we'll work on that and have a good preparation and go from there.
Excellent stuff. Well on your 3rd place. Great champion there, Braden Meyer. And in 2nd place, unfortunately, the trophy isn't given out for haircuts, but if it was, he'd be on that number 1 spot. But it's the man with the mullet. He's had a great day today. He's been on fire, but it's just 1 step too far. It was Cody Steers from Tasmania. Cody, 2nd place. 2nd time you've been in 2nd place in Champions Trophy. Is it one of your favourite formats?
It's probably not one of my favourites, probably something I'm a little bit better at, but no, it's a pretty hard race, so big congratulations to Lawrence there. I had that extra round and it probably did make a bit of a difference, but I still felt pretty good going into it, and that's just how it goes. Congratulations to Braden, to all the other boys. Fantastic crowd here today. There wasn't too many people here when we got here this morning, but crowd soon rolled in, and that makes a really big difference to us guys up here, having you guys cheer us on. So thank you, and big thanks to Mum and Dad back home and everyone that's helped me. Jack Argent for bringing me sore up and down all day, and thanks to all the STIHL guys, especially guys cleaning up the stage, making the day what it is. Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Great comments there from Cody. Very good. And your champion, the reigning world champion, and now the Australian Champions Trophy winner, Lawrence O'Toole. Might do the interview down here because I don't think I can reach up that far. Lawrence, 1st place, getting in a bit of a groove, and STIHL Timbersports coming first.
That's it, mate. I've had a steady couple of years when we first started, but the last 12 months has been really great for me. I put a lot of focus into Timbersports, and I just love it. So I'm really grateful for STIHL for putting on these great events for us, and look forward to the future ones.
So now you've got a month, literally a month until you go over to Sweden. What's the game plan between now and heading over on that trip to try and win your 2nd World Championships within 12 months?
Yeah, I plan on doing a lot of training. I've got a couple of shows next week, one at Bathurst and then Hawkesbury, and they're both popular shows, so we'll get a bit of cutting in there and then hopefully head straight over. But the biggest problem will be is getting my equipment there, because all of my good gear for white pine, and that's in America, so it's going to be a bit of an issue organising all that, but I'm sure we can organise that somehow, and look forward to getting over there.
Excellent stuff. Great champion. Get up on the top there. Renee will give you a gold medal, and then we'll raise that trophy up high before you get attacked by these men from behind. We'll just do one with the trophy up in the air. Get a couple of photos.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for your first place Australian champion, Lawrence O'Toole. And I'm out of here. And big thank you to everyone in, of course, the city of Greater Geelong and surrounding suburbs, everyone that's travelled in for it. We really appreciate you guys all coming down and making the STIHL Timbersports series what it is. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon, yeah?
That's right. Next event is on the 14th and 15th of September in the Gold Coast. So book your flights in early and they'll cost a little bit less. And see you up there in the sunny Gold Coast.